Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So if you're a subscriber, you will know that currently I am in Madrid. I am in Madrid for the pre-ESC party weekend. So I'm currently in my hotel, as you can see. Interesting decor. But nonetheless, last night was the first night and it was amazing. So I was really fortunate yesterday to have a press pass. So I was able to kind of speak to some of the contestants this year. And that video will follow when I have time to edit that video. But nonetheless, last night was kind of the teaser night. If you hadn't followed BENIDORM Fest, then it would have been a struggle. But as I had followed BENIDORM Fest, I loved it. So they started off basically introducing all the acts that will be performing tomorrow, which was amazing. And then we got into the kind of live show. So we started off with Marta Sanga. Now, she's amazing, and I really hope she comes back to BENIDORM Fest. She did 3 songs, and I can kind of now understand her sound, and actually I really my job over the next couple of days is really kind of get into her discography, because, yeah, she had the 2 same backing dancers, and I was speaking to a few people about that, and they were basically saying the 2 backing dancers that she has with her are the same backing dancers that she has in all her music videos and stuff like that. And actually I got to meet both of them after all the performances on the dance floor, just to say hi. They were really, really lovely. Yeah, she did an amazing job. Sigues in mi menti, is that right? It's an amazing song. Robbed, should have qualified. Yeah, she was a good crowd starter. And then Xeinn, he decided to do 2 songs. His first song was a cover. Bless his heart. Just read the room. It was a cover of a song I can't remember now. It was a slow song. And then he did Echo. Which was amazing, and the crowd loved it. And then Aidan. I got to speak to Aidan. I managed to get an interview with him. From Malta, came second in the Maltese national final. Yeah, I think the kind of crowd didn't necessarily, a lot of people didn't necessarily know who he was. Didn't matter. He did, I think he premiered his Spanish version of Ritmo. And the Spaniards loved it. He brought his backing dancers with him as well. Yes, someone's got some coin behind him, because that's not cheap to ship all those backing dancers. It's the same backing dancers that he's had with him since Malta's national final. The crowd went crazy. Yeah, he needs to come back, actually. And then Lunaki. I mean, the crowd went wild. She's pretty big here, right? Obviously, other than Boy Money. That's the only song I know, right? Her entry for BENIDORM Fest. Drama that we never actually heard because she pulled out after the drama about autotune. Now, what was quite good last night is I managed to see the music video. I hadn't seen the music video before. And the music video... And the music video is basically based on that whole drama of her basically pulling out because they wouldn't allow autotune. She had backing dancers with her. It was very polished. It looked very expensive. Or she must be part of a big record label here, right? I think she did 3 songs. It was amazing. Then Blanca. Oh, it was so sweet. I actually managed to meet her yesterday. She was in the press centre. And the guy that I'm here with, Kieran, he's a big fan of her, and he asked for a photo, and she was super, super, super sweet. That voice, incredible. The whole audience, everyone in the theatre just went crazy. I cannot tell you how phenomenal her vocals were. And Secreto de Agua, is that it? That was her Benidorm Fest song, right? Very, very good. She went down a storm last night. Then, the biggest gag. Chanel, like, on a serious note, I was saying this yesterday with Kieran. I was saying, you know, I'm super excited to be here this weekend. It's amazing. It is just very evident, like, my favourite this year is not going to be here on her home turf. And then when they were obviously introducing all the acts at the beginning of the night who'll be performing tonight, just seeing that Chanel wasn't there, I was like, this just doesn't feel right. And I know she was at Barcelona. But Barcelona's new, right? It's smaller. Madrid has been around for years. This is like her home. Yeah, this is like her home preview show, right? And even Kieran said, like, about 20 minutes before this actually happened, he was like, can you imagine? Like, the organisers were like, surprise! And I was like, it's not gonna happen. Like, we were seeing on on her Instagram, she's like going to Miami or whatever, or she's in Miami. Yeah, rubbish, because she made a guest appearance last night. Cannot tell you. It's probably the closest. It sounds so sad. It's the closest I've had to a religious experience. How sad is that? Like, on a serious note, yeah, I have no words. Like, the crowd obviously went absolutely bananas. That's not a reference to Subwoofer. And she couldn't get off stage. Like, the audience wouldn't let her. And even Krista Siegrid, she was just like, and Chanel, as in, like, get off. And the crowd were like, honestly, I can't stress to you enough how, yeah. I mean, yeah. Then, where do I go from there? Oh, Levi Diaz. So he was the junior Eurovision entry this year, right? Really sweet kid. Like, tell you what, you wouldn't know he was a kid. Like, he held his own on that stage and he was living his absolute best life. And the crowd really responded to him. Live vocal, incredible. I hope he's going to kind of become a star, because he seems sweet. And like I said, he held his own on that stage with other kind of adult performers, right? Then Wiktoria, obviously, change of mood. What was interesting about Wiktoria, she started off with better side. So Wiktoria was Bulgaria 2020, 2021. And she started off with Ugly Side, is it? I can't remember now. It was one of the songs that could have been selected in 2021, but she went with Growing Up is Getting Old. Anyway, she does that, does another song second, then she does Tears Getting Sober. Now, I must say, I did say to Kieran, if she doesn't do the song, I'll be really disappointed. There's something about this song, well, it's not something at all, I'll tell you exactly why. That song, when it got selected, I remember I was in a hotel room in Madhya Pradesh in India. I was having like a long weekend off work. I was living in India at the time. And I would say COVID started, because I remember getting to the hotel and them saying the swimming pool was closed. And in my kind of naivety and diva-ish, being like, I paid a premium to come to this hotel because you had a swimming pool. I didn't know what was about to happen. It transpires they did open up the swimming pool in the end. And what was it? It just skyrocketed after that, COVID. And I just have this vivid memory. That song got released. Then I remember watching Melody Festival and the mum was winning. And then 2 or 3 days later, it was getting very evident that India was shutting down. And I had to second think about whether India is the right place for me long term. So that song, just when I hear it, it just goes boom. For those reasons. She did not sing Growing Up is Getting Old. What's that about? She didn't even sing her 2021 song. Thought that was very interesting. Then Sara Diop came on. Now, I am rubbish with social media, and I really do rely on subscribers and 1 or 2 of my subscribers who I talk to on Instagram just to keep me abreast with what fans and Eurovans are talking about. I didn't realise that there is a proper thing around Sara Diop, started by some sort of YouTuber, I think it is, or a TikToker, I don't know. Basically you guys will know what it's about. Basically, but she's in on the joke now, apparently. She's responded something about like Premier, this country's releasing, and then it's Sara Diop's Make You Say, I don't know what it is. He was trying to explain it yesterday, and I was like, it doesn't sound that great. Maybe I need to check it out. I will say I'm not throwing shade at the organisers, but we were kind of, as she started singing, even Kieran was like, will she be able to sing this well? And I was like, no, like the performance wasn't great at BENIDORM Fest, but like I thought vocally she was okay. They turned her mic down. That's not throwing shade at the organisers, but it was the only one where they turned the mic down. I was like, that's odd. She didn't even sound that bad. She was living her best life. She was great. She sang, obviously, Make You Say, and it was fantastic. Then, yeah, where did we go then? Senhit. I mean, yeah, like, I actually was super... Out of last night's lineup, like, I don't want to say she was the one I was most excited about. But I was excited to see Senhit. She sung Freaky. Her 2020 song that didn't go to Eurovision because of COVID. And then she sang Adrenaline. It's one of my most listened song on Spotify, period. I think it's like my 3rd most listened song of all time. So it was great seeing that live, and she was great. She knows what she's doing, right? She's well seasoned with Eurovision fans. She knows how to whip up a crowd. Then, what's her name? Melani García. Now, I don't know who she is. So I know that she is a junior Eurovision person. I know she came 3rd in junior Eurovision with, is it Marta? Had never heard that song before. It's only this year that I've properly followed junior Eurovision. She sang that, phenomenal. That, I will say, on reflection... The person who stole the show, obviously Chanel, put that to a side. The person who stole the show last night was Melani García. She just knew what the audience wanted. She started off with La Voix from Melina, is it? From Sweden, because she's obviously got an operatic style voice. And I was like, love you. And then she moved on to Je me casse. Malta last year, Destiny. Not last year, Xeinn. Yes, last year. But apparently Kieran said that's no surprise. He follows her on Instagram, and she said last year that was her favourite Eurovision song. And then she sung her Eurovision song. Her junior Eurovision song, where she came 3rd. Very, very good, Marta. Phenomenal. Like, the crowd could not get enough. She was one that couldn't get off the stage in the fact that the crowd would let her. She was amazing. And then we not finished off, but the penultimate act was the Roop. They were great. I mean, they're professional, right? I mean, it was interesting to see those that got a record label, clearly tour. I don't want to say they didn't engage with the audience. That's throwing shade, and that's not what I want to say. But their performance was very kind of professional and polished. And there were other acts where they were very much kind of getting into the crowd and whipping the crowd. Do you know what? I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say, but it was very, very professional. And obviously they sang On Fire, which was great. It's great. The 2020 entry that didn't go to Eurovision because of COVID and Discotheque. Which was their song last year, which they did very well. And then Krista ended, Krista Siegrid. So she was presenting with another guy whose name I didn't catch. I got to meet her actually. She's lovely. High energy, like where does she get that energy from? And then she ended with her 2 Melody Festivalen songs, which actually I forgot how much I love. I don't listen to them enough. Fala and Snurramignord. I'm saying that, I'm butchering that. And then she obviously finished with her Finland Eurovision song, Marry Me. Great night. It was a very, very good night. And like I said, it started off really, really positive in the press room, getting to meet those Eurovision people. And then, yeah, topped off with a great night. And actually, do you know what? It was lovely because, how do I say this without sounding really egotistical? I was able to kind of meet subscribers last night. It was very nice. Like a lot, I don't want to say a lot. No, that's not true. Not a lot of people, but a few people came up and said hi. And I really appreciate that. So that was great. And then tonight is the big night. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. So hopefully I'll be able to post this today and then go out and enjoy Madrid and enjoy tonight. So yeah, I would say those are my thoughts, but that's not a thing. But yeah, that was my kind of reaction to last night. So yes, if you've tuned in and you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Please do click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.